Hello everyone. Welcome back to Python tutorial. Today I am going to take your session 5 which is related to control statement in Python. Uh, In the Python part 1, in this session I will be discussing the various type of control statements. So as you know, every programming language provide the constructs for the different type of execution of statement. Generally there are three type of execution of statement. Sta- Number one is sequence, where the statement is executed in sequence, means the odd statement execution takes place in the same order in which they are provided in the program. Second is selection, where the uh, statement execution depends on the condition. If the condition is true, then only the next statement is executed, and if the condition is false, then the statement other than that is executed. Right? So this is known as statement execution on selection. And another one is iterative, in that a group a statement or a group of statement keep on executing repeatedly until the condition becomes true or false. So the sequence execution we have already discussed. You already know how to write the program in Python, where the execution of statement takes place in sequence. And today you will learn how to write the program based on the selective execution of statement. Okay, so for selective execution of statement we use if condition. So if is also known as compound statement. So this is the syntax of if statement in Python. First of all, you need to give the if keyword. After that, in round brackets we provide the condition. Then colon means, after that we will give colon means and of the compound statement header, if condition header. After that, with intended tab, we write the statement or block of statement which we want to be executed based on this condition. Right? So let's learn this with the help of an example. Let's suppose we have these requirement, like we want to print congratulation message who have passed with the first division and whose score is more than 60. And another requirement we have, add 15 to the score if score less than equal to 30. Okay, means we want to increase the marks of this student by 15 if he hasn't passed. Okay, so we have such kind of requirement, and this we can easily achieve with the help of if statement. Okay, so let's let me show you some sample program which I have written for you so that I can explain you quickly. So this is a sample program in Python. Here I have assigned a grade to grade A. Then in if condition I am checking if grade equal to A, then print congratulations, you did well, you got grade. And after that I am printing grade. So here, as you can see, the if compound statement here starts with if keyword, the if statement start, and in round bracket I have provided the condition. What is my condition? Grade equal to A. After that I provided colon means this is the end of the if statement header, and after that the unit of statement block starts. Okay, so here I can give multiple statement or a group of statement. With this indentation only, Python interpreter came to know that this statement will execute only when the condition is satisfied. So let's run this program. So run program, run module. See, it's showing me the message, congratulations, you did well, you got grade A. Now suppose if I modify this grade as B, Okay, so this time, since this condition is false, so it won't come to this condition, this statement, print congratulation message. So this time congratulation message should not be printed, as the condition for this print statement is false. So let's run this. Let me save this program. I'm running it again. See, nothing, no message is printed. Okay, now what is my another requirement? Another requirement is add 15 to the score if score less than is equal to 30. Okay, so let me do this in the same program. Okay, let us assign a variable score is equal to 50. Then sorry, let me give score as 30, and I want to add 15 to the score if score are greater than equal to 30. So here I can write, sorry, less than equal to 30, score equal to, sorry, here we will give condition for equal to, because if 30 then only we can give 15 marks grace marking. Score 50. Then what we will do here, first of all we will do colon, otherwise Python interpreter will give error. Then what I need to do, score equal to, new score will be score plus 15, and after that I want to print the score. So let's execute this. Let me save this program, run. See, first is false, and the second condition, since the marks are equal to 30, so condition is true, so it's adding 15 to the score. So we use this simple if statement when we want, when we have only, when we want to execute the statement only when the condition is true, and if the condition is false we want, do not want to take any action. So in that way we use if statement. So let me show you the flow chart for this. The flow chart for this if statement is, let me show you this. This is the flow chart for if statement. Test expression, here we provide the condition. If condition is true, body of the if statement start, and if the condition is false, then it come out, this body part of the if is skipped and it come out of the if statement and nothing is happened. So this is the syntax, as I told you, if conditional expression, then statement, then or group of statements. Okay, now next type of conditional statement is the modified version of if condition. Like if condition statements, if condition is true, then this first part of the statement set will be executed. If condition is false, then second set of the condition will be executed, right? So in this example, in this if construct, as you can see, we are taking the action when the condition is true and as well as when the condition is false. So let us understand this if second type of is statement with else with the help of a program. Let us suppose we want to find the greater number between the two numbers. We have two numbers a and b and we want to find the great, print the greater number between the two numbers. So I have already written program for you. Let me explain this with the help of a program. This is greater to, okay. So let's suppose this, in this program I am using the if else statement, and first of all, in the last example, as you can see, we are assigning the value to the variable, but this, in this program I have made the program more generic. A equal to int enter a, user will enter the value of the a, And after that, we are asking user to enter the value of b through input statement, and whatever he enter, we are converting it into the integer. So that's why I have casted it with the int. Then comes the if compound statement. If a greater than b, print a is greater than b, and we will print the value a. Else print b, b is greater than a. This is the message. Whatever we give in the course will be printed as it is, then comma, then b. Okay, so hope you understood this program. So let's execute this. Okay, so let me enter the value 10. Let me also, what happened, input a, this file, save, run, what python program, enter a. So let the value of a is 10 and b is, so first of all let us check with the first true part of the condition, and here I am making b lesser than a, so it should print a. So it's printing the message a is greater than b and its value is 10. Okay, now again I will execute, and this time I will check the false else part of the if statement, and else part will be executed when the condition is false. So this time I will give value of a as 5 and b as 10. So it's printing b is greater than a and value is 10. So this is the best example for learning the if statement with else. Okay, so hope you understood it. Let me show you the flow chart for this. This is the flow chart of if else statement. If, then condition is true, then body of if will be executed. If condition is false, body of else will be executed. And this is the syntax: if condition, then colon, colon means end of the if header, then this set of statement will execute. Else, end of the else header, then this statement will contain in the else structure, so it will execute once condition is false. Next is the, sometimes in the else part we want to check for the another condition. Okay, like you see in the previous example, in else part we are not checking for any condition, but sometime we need to check another for another condition in the else part. So for that we have another if construct, that is known as if elif construct. So if condition true, then this statement one group statement 1 is executed. Else if condition is false, it will check for second condition. If condition is true, then this set will be executed, and if it false, it won't do anything. So let's suppose I want to print the greater number between the three numbers. Okay, so this time we need to check the two conditions. So I can use this if third type of if construct. So let's understand this with the help of example. I am coming back to this. Let me open my program. So this is the program which will find the greater number out of three numbers. So this can be achieved in two ways: using if elif loop or simply by if else statement, right? So let's suppose these are the three numbers. We are one by one we are asking user to enter the value of three numbers a, b, c. Okay, I am inputting this with the help of input statement. Then after that, if a greater than b, if we want to check multiple condition, we can join them with the help of and. Okay, if a greater than b and a greater than c, means a is greater than both b and c, then print a is greater. Okay, here let me give the message a is greater, right? Else if, in else if I am checking the second condition, if b greater than a and b greater than c, then print C, print B. So here I am writing B is greater. Okay, B is greater. So here I am using both if and elif. Else print C. That means uh, otherwise C is greater, right? So let me explain this again. First of all, we are inputting the three numbers. Then in the first if, we are checking the condition, compound condition, whether A is greater than B and C. Then we are printing A is greater, since A is greater than both. In the second else if part, we are checking whether, that means if this is false, then it will jump to this condition and it will check whether B is greater than A and C. If this is true, then it will print B is greater, else it will print C. Second, we can do like this. If A greater than B, if we don't want to use this, if A greater than, we can use nested if. Both ways we can do. So let, for example, it is making confusion, so let me delete this, right? So I am saving this. Let's run this program. Let me give the message print C is greater. Let's run this. So as you can see, in every part of the if statement, we are giving ending it with colon. Okay, this statement is come under if, and this statement is part of else if, and this statement is part of else. Now run this. Enter A 10. Let's first check for first condition. Is when first is true, A is greater 10. Okay, that means we have tested for this part. Now I want to make B as greater, so this time I am checking for else if part. As you can see, since the condition, first condition is true, so rest of the conditions are skipped, right, are not executed. So this is the selection based execution of the statement. Now again I am running the program. This time let's check for the B. This is 10, this is 11, and this is 9. So it's giving B is greater than 1. So this time this statement is executed because this condition is true. Now if I run this again, this time I'm giving it 7, 3, 9. So this time C is greater. So in this we have used both if, else if and else part. So this is how you can see how we are controlling the flow of the statement. In this we have 6 statement. Out of that only 4 statement are executed, these 3 statement, and the fourth statement is executed when this is true, and fifth statement is executed when this condition is true, and sixth statement is executed when both of these conditions are false. So you can see this is the easy example to understand the if else if and else statement. So the, so in this session basically I have covered the various type of if statement. Let me summarize this. So in the first we have discussed the simple if statement where we are checking only for the true part of the condition. Then in second example I have discussed you the if else statement where we are checking the true part of the condition, and if the condition is false, then also we are printing some message which we are providing in the else part. And in the third part, the third example, that is if else is used when we want to check for uh, check the condition if the if condition is false, but in else part also we want to check the condition, so that we can check using else if part. So this is all about the session 5. And you practice this. I will give you some good examples for practice in the description of the video. I will upload this in the YouTube, and you can find these videos of the Python in the playlist Python tutorial for beginners. So here are few previous session videos of the Python. So this tutorial is basically for beginners. So up till now I have covered these topics. So uh, with this video you can watch these video as well. So till then, bye bye. If you have any doubt, feel free to ask me on the channel or on my Facebook group. Thank you. Bye bye.